Hi, and good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming on the show. Now, today I've got something very, very, very special for you. It's a product creator who has basically come up with something that I have never, ever seen before. Now, I've been in this game for a long, long time, and I've done possibly tens, if not hundreds of interviews. But this is something that me personally, I've never seen before. It seems like a really, really good way to make money, and it's a trending way to make money. So, but without me sort of giving the game away, without further ado, good morning or good afternoon, Justin.
Hey, how are you, Dan? Thank you for having me here. Pleasure.
I'm delighted to have you, Justin. Thank you for coming on the show. Justin, for my readers who haven't heard you or haven't heard about you rather before, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I actually am from Long Island, New York, and I just recently moved to Manhattan, New York. Really never made a big opportunity to make it online. I always worked at a stock person, as a supermarket, making nothing, like literally no money, like it sucked. And then so I turned to the internet to try to make some money, and I went through a lot of different things, the shiny objects. I went through, this and that, didn't ever make anything. And then I finally came upon somebody who showed me or introduced me a product that actually worked, or a way of making money, I should say. And it's been really helpful, actually.
Nice. And I have to say, I've had a look at your product, and it does seem rather unique. But can you tell us a little bit about this product that you're launching now, please?
Yeah, so it's basically a product where it shows you a way to actually make passive income online by simply finding different offers, sniping them. I tell you exactly how to do all this and what's trending and what's not trending. So all you do is literally you have to pick the offer, you create the product, which is very simple to do, and then you publish it, and then you create yourself a passive income source. It's really that simple.
Nice. Okay. And you use a sort of a very well sort of it's a platform that generates a lot of traffic, and I'm not sure if we can get into this, but could you show us some income proof, Justin? Because I had a look at this and I was very impressed. So I'd like my readers to also have a look at this if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're absolutely right on that. It's 100% free traffic, and I think it gets over 80 million visitor use a month, actually, all free. So just give me a second. I'm going to log into my account here. Let me just share the screen. I'm sorry. I'm still used to this.
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. So, all right, I'm just going to, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to log in to the account here. My internet's a little slow, so.
No problem at all.
Okay.
Threat has been detected.
That's inconvenient. Okay, so this is pretty much the backbone of the one of my accounts that I have. Temporarily, it's on hold because through some payment issues, I got to resolve that. Should be no problem. But as you can see, these are pretty much all of the books that I created with the with the list prices and stuff. But I don't want to get too into that. I'm going to show you some actual proof. You can see for yourself. Okay, so this is one of the payment histories that I have for one of my accounts. This is for 1 month too. Just keep in mind that. So I have the title of the games to the left. To the right, if you look over here, it shows you how much I've made. These are all in 1 day too. This was.
Yeah. Justin, is it possible just to make the screen bigger, like the?
Yeah. You want me to zoom in?
No, not zoom in. If there's a button on the right hand side that makes the screen bigger. If not, it's no problem. But it just looks a little bit small.
Can you see it? Is that better?
Yeah. That's a lot better. A lot better. We can actually see the name of the products and such like. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay, cool. So if you look on the right-hand side, you can see here, one of the days I've made $19,898 from one product. That's the one in our earlier conversations that I was telling you, Angry Bird. Now, what I pick is trending games, essentially, and there's a way to go about it that you actually, find the easiest way to make it. So as you can see, scrolling down, some days you only make $4. Some days you make $1,745. It all varies, but it all adds up at the end. So if I scroll slowly down, you can look at all the income proof that I have. And this is just 1 month. Also, this is literally just 1 month from one of my accounts.
So this is like absolutely incredible. So we haven't actually discussed it in the beginning, but what you're doing is you're selling essentially video games, right?
Right. In a way, yeah.
Yes. Okay. It's. I mean, I recognize a lot of these names. You know, Minecraft and Angry Birds and Moshi Monsters. You know, my kids love that. So, yeah. So you know, these are all digital games. You know, Mortal Kombat. These are all digital games, and you're selling it through your platforms, and you know, these are the sort of sales you're making. So, what would you say then would be an average month for you then, Justin?
Yeah, so the average month is typically in passive income anywhere from, I mean, it can really range anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000 a month. I mean, for this one account, I'll show you. This is how much I made for that 1 month. If you can see in the bottom right-hand corner.
That is like incredible. That's incredible. So 54,000, and that's for the month
Yep.
of.
That was for the month of May 2015.
Nice. Okay. Right. Okay. So we can safely say that you know, 50,000. If we don't go for the higher amount, we can safely say that 50,000 is a very doable amount using your method, essentially. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And just to clarify, there's there's no list. You don't build a list and you don't hold stock or anything. It's without all these things, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's no list, there's no SEO, there's no paying for traffic, there's no nothing. It's literally plug and play. You know, do this, do that, and profit. That's basically how easy it is.
Nice. Okay. I can't really argue with that. I mean, it's probably one of the highest grossing products I've ever had on the show. You know, so this is well and truly a lot of money, and I think, you know, people are going to be hugely excited about this, and I'm glad that we've gone into your account, because that really, you know, I love it. I mean, this is one of the things I love in this business, is the fact that, you know, I can actually go into people's accounts and have a chat about their business, because, you know, people see it in black and white, and that really brings it to life. Now, Justin, what have you got any OTOs as well with this product?
I do have some OTOs, actually. Yeah, I have 3 OTOs. If you would like, I can tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, just a little bit, because some of the guys, you know, they want to know, for example, if, you know, some people like to have it done for you, for example, where they can, you know, they get a bit of hand holding, or, you know, so it just gives people a bit of comfort to know that there's some extra support and such like, or, you know, some people just want to know what's in the funnel. So yeah,
Okay.
just a brief overview would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially there's 3 OTOs. OTO 1 is first 10 of my proven to convert topics, if you will. Topics, like literally, instead of, I take all the guesswork out, instead of going out there trying to find it, I give you 10 of the topics to actually choose and make the simple products for. That's OTO 1. Very easy to do. OTO 2 is done for you, literally done for you. Everything. I wrote the copy for the title. I wrote the copy for the description. I even chose all the categories and everything. All you have to do is literally plug and play. It's that simple. And then the third one that I have is a coaching program. So if people want to really accelerate their success, then I will personally guide them, you know, step by step, and take their hand through the process. Nice.
Listen, there's probably not really much more for me to add. I mean, you know, the numbers are there. You've got an additional product in the funnel that if people choose to go down that path, you're going to be holding their hands either through coaching or done for you. So I think that's excellent. You know, it's a dead cert way of making money, and I hope that my readers, you know, sort of have a look at these numbers and get inspired, which is really all I always hope to achieve. So thanks very much for that, Justin. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm sure this product is going to do extremely well. And just to my readers, guys, you've seen it here, and you know, there is a lot of money on the table here, so I do hope you're going to be availing yourself of this opportunity. So all that's left for you to do now is click on the link below the video. I've got some really good bonuses for you that's going to help you make even more money. And that's all for me. Thanks very much. Thumbs up and peace.
Thank
Justin,
you.
thank you so much. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.